There is a really easy way that you can use Microsoft Word in order to complete your discussion questions so that you have the reference and you can put it all in there, and Microsoft does all this for you. So here's the discussion. The program development cycle involves a systematic process of steps. Discuss the importance of planning out a program on a paper, writing the actual code. And then what are some advantages of doing this, and discuss the importance of the first step. Analyze, understand the problem, provide a real world example in your response. Now this is just a sample discussion question, may not be the one that you are working on, but notice how I separated the different questions so that I can go in, I can answer each question, and then I can make sure that I got the full coverage and answered everything that I was supposed to answer during that process. So I'm just going to type a little bit of stuff in here, just pretend like I'm writing something or I'm answering this question. And then when you're done and you're done typing, you can look in the lower left-hand side and you can see how many words that you have. So you can make sure that you are at whatever the requirement is for your course. In some courses it's 150, in some courses it's more. So this way you can make sure that you have enough words for your specific course. Now, oftentimes, importance of planning a program on paper before writing actual code. Maybe I don't know why we're going to do that. Maybe I don't know at all why we're going to do that. And that's okay. That's the importance of learning in a discussion board. And that's why we do research. So I'm just going to jump on Google. I'm going to go in and I'm going to see what I can find maybe on Google, or you can always go back to your book too. Now look at the reference tab right up there at the top and the citations and bibliography area here. You want to click on manage sources, and whatever source that you find, you can put that in here and then use this. You notice in my current list, I already have a book listed there. The current list is there for the document that you're currently working on right now. And in that current list is going to be what is listed at the bottom whenever I insert the references. Now say I want a new one. I'm going to click on the new button right there. And then this window opens. You want to choose your type of source. Did you get it from a book? Did you get it from a website? What did you get it from? So you want to choose the type of source so it puts in the proper information for you to fill in. I'm going to choose a website. We want to put in the author's name. Now, it's very important. I'm just going to get something from the Hulk here. I could put the Hulk, but there's a way that you're supposed to do this. You can't just type in the Hulk. So it needs to be last name, comma, first initial, period. That is the format that it is supposed to be on this, okay? So last name, comma, first initial, period. Next, we're going to fill in the name of the web page. Whatever the name of the web page is, if it's the Hulk website, Hulk Incorporated, whatever, that's going to be the name of the web page. And then the name of the website is what that specific site is for. So I guess in this case, I'm just making this stuff up as I go. I'm going to type in how to plan accordingly when developing a program. Program development. There we go. How to plan accordingly for program development. Now the next thing we need to do is put in the year. If you don't see a year on your article, you can maybe go down to the very bottom and find a copyright, which is usually the current year. Now you don't have to put in the month and the day, but you do have to put in the URL. Now if you do have an article, they may have a month and day in there, but you don't have to put it in there if it's not an article, because some websites don't show the month and day. Now, it's really important to remember that the year and the author must be filled out. If you go to a website and there's no author listed, you want to type in NA for no author, or for year, ND for no date. But you can put them in all caps, but you have to put something in that spot. Okay. So now in my current list, you notice that I have the new one that I put in and the book that I already had. Now, if I wanted to get rid of one of those, I would just simply highlight it and then click delete, and it would be gone out of my current list. You don't want to put more in your reference list than what you actually use. Now, over here in the master list, this is what we've been saving ever since we've had Word installed on our computer. So any of the old ones that we use, it keeps it in there for us, and we can reuse it if we want to do that. So how we do that is to click on it and then click copy, and then it moves that reference over into the current list. When you're done, just click close. Now say that I want to show that this sentence that I made came from a specific source. That's called an in-text citation. So basically what it does is it tells us where in the text that we're writing we pulled our reference information from. So let's go up here and click on Insert Citation, and then choose the one that sentence is talking about. You notice it lists all the ones that I have in there in the Insert Citation, but maybe I pulled that information from the book. Okay, in that case I would click on that book reference, and that would put the in-text citation in there. Now, the last thing that I need to do is put an entire reference list at the bottom. And remember I said you don't want to put in more than what you actually use in the discussion. However, I wanted to show what Word does for you, and that's why I'm going to use all of those references just so you can see what it does. So really, with a point and a click, you can get your references listed in alphabetical order, because that is an APA requirement. References must be in alphabetical order. Well, all you need to do is go up here to the bibliography button. Click on the little down arrow and make sure that you choose the middle references right there, because that's the one that is listed in APA format. If you click on that, then it lists all your references at the bottom, and it's perfect. It lists them in specific format that APA requires. And look, it puts your references in alphabetical order. So it's absolutely awesome to do the alphabetical order for you. You know, if you're doing a paper and you have like at least 20 references or more, it's really difficult. Now notice that this is APA 6th edition. The 7th edition recently came out, but right now we have APA 6th edition in Word, so you might want to look for a new download that might update that for you. And then again, just remember those references have to be in alphabetical order. If you had a large amount of references, it could be really a problem. So now you just want to select it all and click copy, and then you can open your discussion board and then right click and paste. And that's all you need to do. Just right click and paste it in there. And then when you save this document on your computer, say you go in and you paste your discussion, and for some reason tomorrow when you log in, your discussion post disappeared. Trust me, it happens to the best of us. No matter how good you are at getting your discussion in early or how quick you are at getting it done, it can happen to the best of us. I've had it happen to me. And if you have a very difficult discussion question where you had to do a lot of research in order to figure out how to answer that discussion question, that's just going to stress you out, because ultimately in the end, you have to redo something that you already had done, and you have more work that you need to do, and yet you have to get to it, right? So I totally recommend saving this in Microsoft Word and then saving it in a document on your computer and know where you saved it. And that way, if you come back tomorrow and you find out that your discussion has disappeared, then all you really have to do is open up the Word document and copy and paste it again, and no stress, right? So these are 4 weeks classes, guys. It's incredibly or insanely important that you stay on top of your homework and you get it done every week, because if you get behind, it's going to be very difficult to catch up. You have a lot of stuff in 4 weeks to learn. You know, I mean, it can be done, but it is a lot of work. So saving yourself some work and getting things done where it's quick and easy, any technique that you can use to get it done quicker and easier, and you can still learn from it, and then boom, you don't have to stress because you're not running late and you got all your stuff in, will just make your learning career so much easier on you. Okay, so I really hope that you guys enjoyed this little session. I hope that it helps you from now on. Just remember that use the Microsoft Word to do your references. Easy peasy. Have a great day, y'all, and take care. Let me know if you need anything.